What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video, and this is the AEW Collision Review video on June 1st, 2024. And man, what an exciting, fun episode of AEW Collision. And yeah, we're gonna see the build up to on the road to AEW Forbidden Door has continued on tonight's Saturday night show, with a very massively entertaining main event and an opener that was for the ages. Like some that you would thought this episode of AEW Collisions actually NXT from 2020 or 2019. But we're gonna get to that in just a moment. Like overall, the show deserves definitely. I'm giving right away. I'll say 4.5 out of 5, but we're going to talk about that more in just a moment. This is where we're going to start off with FTR coming out in an in-ring promo, or should I say an in-ring interview with Tony Schiavone. This is where they address their match at AEW Double or Nothing. This is where we got here's where then we got Cash. We're starting first. I want to start off with the fans for coming here in attendance and pay for their ticket. I appreciate that from you guys. Thank you. That means so much. That means a lot to us in the bottom of our hearts. But it's a little embarrassing to stand out here and answer Sunday at the Anarchy Arena. We obviously lost about it, and then we didn't got the job and we failed, and that's hard to explain. It's hard to stand out here with our heads held high. At the end, but at the end, and at the end, I know we knew at the end of the day, we knew who we were facing, what we needed to get done. We knew we weren't 100%. Darby, I was not here, and neither Brian Danielson is. And then we wanted to kill us, take our last breath. We would die for AEW to save the privileges, the good privileges of the company. And then this where then we got Cash. Where it was like, yeah. I don't know if you noticed, Matthew and Nicholas and the rest of the Elite, but we did the damn thing. Despite taking the L last Sunday. And then this is where Dax Hall was like, Tony, I kind of lied to you, right? I don't want to come out here tonight, to be honest. It's just that the thought of the feeling of letting my company down. I thought I'd do that. I thought that I'd be more of a disgrace than I was when I lost to that match this past Sunday. And I thought I might come out here and make an appearance tonight and address the fans. That even though we didn't successfully was victorious, I want to show that we still winners. When it comes to us being a fan favorite and professional wrestlers in general and etc. stuff like that. This is where he states saying. I cannot. You just can't escape that. And then the images images of Darby upside down, but blood pouring from his nose, and knee laid to the floor, completely helpless and knee hanging right off the ropes. And then while Brian Danielson getting mugged by four humiliating men that cause themselves the bosses of All Elite Wrestling. And those are the things that I struggled this past week. And and I had to ask myself this question, staples in my head, in the soft cast of my wrist, is it even worth it anymore being in wrestling? And this is where fans are boo, what kind of question is that? And I'll totally agree. Let's hope that we're going to see a retirement of FTR. Hopefully, all just a trick like last night with AJ Styles. But luckily, they're not even. They're not retiring, let alone pretending to. Just to get some attention. But this is where we got. And that's where then they start chanting F them up to FTR, to the Elite. They need to F them up. This is where then we got Tony Schiavone hilariously pointing out that they're referring to those guys. This is where we got that like news like yeah, I got hit in the face with a steel chair that exploded on me, and then and you like damn it, like you. Like, damn it, you right. Like, I totally, it was worth it or something like that. Or it was effing worth it because they censored it out. Or after he said that, this is where Jack I was like, if I was to call down that way, get in this room and breathe my last breath, to fight for everyone out here, patient that is coming. And that's exactly what I'll do for the AEW Galaxy. And then he continues like, that leads me to the elite. Right, until I'm 6 feet below the ground, every single day, you have to wonder, you have to worry if FTR is gonna be right around the corner to make y'all's life a living, because it may not be today, and it might not be tomorrow, or it might not be next week. But one day, Bryan Danielson will be back, and then Darby Allin will be back, and then the FTR will be back, and we're going to be seeking some revenge onto you guys, and this will. And again, it will be indeed the summer of AEW. Like, we're gonna be whooping you guys' asses. But in the meantime, top guys out. And it seems like that this little storyline feud against the Elite is not over yet anytime soon. But it's gonna be put on hold until both FTR and Darby Allin and Bryan Danielson recover from their Anarchy in the Arena match this past Sunday. When do you think when they're going to come back and finish this feud against the Young Bucks feud, or the Young Bucks version of their heel version of the Elite? Let me rephrase that. This is where we got a backstage segment where Jack Perry in the vignette from last Sunday at Double or Nothing. This is where we got a cameraman and an interviewer guy then asking questions where he's like. He's like, can I be alone for once? And this is where he fell down right onto the ground. This is where it looked like he looked like some kind of a homeless, drunken man out in the woods, like the way he said it, and he fell down right onto the concrete floor. Hope I didn't offend certain people for saying that in that comparison with Jack Perry. But this is where he fell down right on the ground. This is where it's like my blood, sweat, and tears. I'll do it any single day. Every single day. To a certain man that's from Chicago. But anyway, where we are, Jack Perry's like nobody will know much more about AEW but me. Right. This where he's like, and when this company left me hanging for dead, and this where he's like breathing in and out in anger. Just where he was like I'm gonna continue to fight, and I'm gonna continue to sacrifice. And I was like, I don't know what that even means. Because what you need to sacrifice in order to keep your rights as a pro wrestler relevant and what's that word? I'll say relevant and fresh, I guess you could say. This is where we got Jack Perry's like, and if you if you're with me, then you're gonna something what he said, and if you're on my side, you're gonna have to come with me. Be like, again, I'm gonna keep on doing this keep doing this in my run in AEW, and I'm gonna do it by I'm gonna keep being being myself with my own blood, my own sweat, and even my own fire. And cry rivers, I guess, no more, and now he's to pissing off fires, I guess you could say. I wouldn't be surprised if he said, "Go piss me a fire," somebody that he's in a backstage legitimate heat with. But let me know in the comments down below about this backstage vignette segment on AEW's exclusive website video that they posted about 10 minutes after the show. This is where we got the number one best match of the night, which was Roddy Strong taking on Lio Rush. And the way they wrestled tonight, even though I'm not sure if they ever wrestled each other on their NXT days and their also WWE days, but I did brought that awesomeness into their style of wrestling and to tonight's AEW collision, and hopefully we see you guys continue to be wrestling like this. They almost stole the show, but if it hadn't been for Will Ospreay versus Kyle, this would have been number one for sure. But yeah, we're gonna start off on the match. It was Lio Rush and Roderick Strong then start grappling until Roddy won the war. That's where he sent him right to the right side. Hit a big stinging knife edge chop. I was like, you better be careful, or else you're going to be reminded on who's the leader of that maneuver. After all, he changed. The reason why he's Gunther is because when back in his time in NXT, when he got the name change when he beat you. And I'm not sure if that's even the reason why he did it, but all I know is that he changed. They immediately changed the name right after he beat this guy. That's now the former North American, former international champion, but he was only just the former North American champion at that time. But anyway, this is where we got Roderick Strong to start putting his arm and his leg right onto the back of Lio Rush and making him choke out into the left side. Almost did, at least. This is where until the referee told him to get off him before he counted to 5, which he was at 4. This is where we got Roderick Strong then let go. This is where he tried to grab on Lio Rush after he let go for him about 2 seconds. This is where Lio Rush started nailing some strikes right into his hand and his feet until Roderick Strong hit some forearm strikes right into the face. This is where then he picks up the former NXT Cruiserweight champion, and this is where he hits a double underhook backbreaker right onto Lio Rush. This is where then he went on right to the bottom left or right side. Is where he then wrapped his arms around the top corner of the ropes, hit some knife edge chops repeatedly onto Rush. This is where then Roderick Strong then went right to the bottom corner rope. This is where he's like, now it's time my move to hit my move, which is the running punches. Going to the bottom rope, top rope, and then going back and forth, hitting some right and left and right forearms right into the face until he goes for that back suplex face buster maneuver, which I believe that's still a signature move. Well, that's the last time I seen him hit. Last time that he hit his move, it was known as his signature move. But this is where we got the former international champion, placed him right to the bottom left side, goes for a double underhook suplex, hit him back first right onto the canvas. This is where we got Roddy Strong then going for a knee to the back submission hold. But this is where Roddy Strong, I have a better idea, to his right arm, stretch it right back, and then pull a handful of hair. This is where the referee was like, all right, that's not legal in a normal match like this. You better get your hands off of him. This is where the referee started counting until he had to let go and hit someone face first right onto the canvas. This is where then we got Roderick Strong and going for what move was it? It was he put him right onto the bottom left side. This is where he then hit some chops, knife edge chops, which earned himself a number 3 spot, I guess I could say. He was almost at number 1, but I guess Okada's still untouchable of being the master of the mockery of the Ring General. But this is where we got Lio Rush to start hitting some forearms right onto the right hands right into the face of Roderick Strong until he gets booted right into the face. And this is where he sends them right to the bottom left side. Roddy Strong then grabbed onto Lio Rush, sent them right to the upper right side, but this is where he slides down underneath the top turnbuckle and went right onto the bottom turnbuckle. This is where he go for a big boot right into the face of Roddy Strong, but he grabs onto his leg. But this is where Lio Rush then try to go for a knife edge chop. This is where Roddy Strong hang on to him, but this is where Lio Rush counter into a springboard rope maneuver and hit him with a snapmare. This is where we got Roderick Strong to try to go for a spear right onto Lio Rush on the outside, but this is where we got Lio Rush to move right out of the way with a dodge, hit a suicide dive right onto the right side, send him down to the ground at the bottom right side. Yeah, this is where he followed it up with another suicide dive right onto him. This is where we got Leo Rush grabbing onto his neck, painful. Like then, maybe I can put an extra fork onto the former international champion. This is where we got. This is where we got. Once Leo Rush got back in the ring, this is where Roddy Strong got onto the upper hand. This is where I whip him right to the upper right side. This is where then he swing right onto the middle rope, but this is where he gets. This is where he slips and fell right off of it and then went right to the right side. This is where we got. This is where Roddy Strong started distracting the referee for some reason, which I'm not sure what it was, but I guess he was trying to check on a banged up body part that he got beaten by by your former NXT Cruiserweight champion. This is where we got Mike Bennett and Matt Taven start stomping on him. That's where we got the referee then turn around. That's where they stopped it. We got Mike Bennett. Looked like he's trying to distract the referee. He's like, "We're not doing anything to Leo Rush. We're gonna have to throw any accusations on us about doing something that you're not even sure that we're doing." And the referee's like, "Okay, but you better stay out of this match at all means." And this is where he started counting onto Leo Rush to get back in the ring before the count of 10. This is where Leo Rush managed to get back in like 7 or 8. That's where he started hitting some strikes right into the face of Roddy. This is where then Leo Rush Irish whipped him right to the bottom corner rope. This is where he gets countered by Roderick Strong. This is where he hits a wheel swinging slide right into the middle ropes in the bottom corner. This is where he turned into a schoolboy to Roderick Strong, but he only got a 2.3 count. This is where we got Leo Rush to run right to the right side, going for a flying head scissors and DDT. This is where we got referee. That's where he got into the cover. This is where, but the referee still kicked out. Not the referee. The Roderick Strong still got the shoulder up at 2.7, I believe. This is where we got Leo Rush and got regular hair black hell hot. Where we got all right, like heading up. This is where he went right up on the top rope into the upper right side. This is where we got. This is where we got Leo Rush and go right for top rope maneuver, but this is where he got distracted with Matt Taven, I believe. This is where I was like, "You better stay out of this, or else you're going to get exactly what your best buddy, your best buddy is getting in this ring." This is where Matt Taven was like, "Okay, like fine with me, like I don't want no trouble." And this is where you got Leo Rush like. But you're starting it, and then this is where he's like, "But luckily I have a match for your leader." This is where Roderick Strong got enough time to take advantage of this moment. But even for that, like trying to go for a clothesline, he still got a counter by Leo Rush. This is where he hits a step up into Geary after dodging, hit the springboard moonsault right onto both Kingdom members of Matt Taven and Mike Bennett on the right side of the ring side there. This is where then we got Roderick Strong to hit a suicide dive out of nowhere, which none of us did not expected Roderick Strong to do. This is where then he picks up Leo Rush, hits a fireman's gut buster, but this is where we got Leo Rush somehow amazingly flipped out of it into a Hurricane Rana. This is where we got Roddy Strong trying to hurry up and get back up, try to go for a knee strike right into the face of Leo. But Leo ran out of the way. But this is where we got Leo Rush and try to go for some kind of sliced bread maneuver, but he gets pushed right onto the bottom corner ropes onto the right side. But he hits a lower rope springboard stunner right onto Roderick Strong. This is where it goes for a reverse pinfall. This is where he gets only a 2.999999999 double chip 9 milestone pulling away from being 3. This is where we got Leo Rush going right up on the top rope. Probably had the splash right on the Rock Strong, but Roddy's got the knees up, turned it to the end of Heartache. He got the 1, 2, 3. And the winner of this match, Roddy Strong. And I want to give a big congratulations to to the former North American champion and the annoying loudmouth first name shouting member of the Undisputed Kingdom. And what's your thoughts on this match? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. And do you think he's going to win back his international championship, or what do you think? What's in the future of Roddy Strong? Like now that he's seeking some gold, but this is where we got this is where we got a recap of Will Ospreay defeating all 9 men in that Gauntlet match. And this is where then we got Kyle O'Reilly then making it known to Will Ospreay, like in a backstage promo. This is where he was like, he's the only, like, hey Will, like I'm the only man that got that kicked out of the Hidden Blade in all of what's his name, William Ospreay's career, and he's the first and only person that kicked out of the Hidden Blade by the aerial assassin. And Mr. William Ospreay is where then we got Kyle O'Reilly then also stated that, but I get it, like Will Ospreay, like you got a bigger fish to fry. Like you're the number one contenders match with the AEW. So naturally, and everybody I know that has a TV, like is overlooking Kyle O'Reilly, and I get it, like, but I'm like. But at the same time, I'm not gonna let that doubt with me being champion gonna overpower me, because I will pull off an upset. I will take the international championship away from you, and I will make you be less worried about a championship that's in your grasp. And you're gonna see the new international champion right here. And then I'm because I'm not going to be leaving Palm Springs empty-handed. And then I was thinking, like, first of all, like that's very shocking. Like to hear that Kyle O'Reilly's the only man that kicked out of the Hidden Blade, and mention and tell me if this is true in the comments below, if you know it, like if you think if Kyle O'Reilly's telling the truth, and this is he's the only man that kicked out of the Hidden Blade finisher of Will Ospreay. And for some fans out there, do you thought that Kyle O'Reilly was going to actually win on tonight's AEW Collision, or do you think it's going to be Ospreay going to retain? Let me know in the comments down below. And but yeah, any belt in AEW will be his first, or do you think he'll win his first championship elsewhere? I'm not sure what to say about that, but this is where we got Roddy Strong. But I can tell you, Roddy Strong went up to Tony Khan saying, like, he should be the final 10th competitor, like in that Gauntlet match at AEW Dynamite last week, on to be determined on who should face Swerve Strickland at Forbidden Door. And if it hadn't been for you changing plans, putting Orange Cassidy being the 10th man on that match, I would have won. I would have beaten either Ospreay or anybody that was involved in that match, and I would have been facing Swerve Strickland, which I'm not sure if that would happen. Especially with him defeating the aerial assassin. I think it would have been the same in the Orange Cassidy situation, like the way I see it. And in this where then he's like, and this where he then sound like he's Dolph Ziggler again from like yesterday's Rampage. This where he's like, I'm supposed to be at Forbidden Door. I'm the one supposed to be getting the opportunity for being the number one contender as the world champion. Like, come on, Tony Khan. Like you need to. Like, you need to understand me here, because you overcome your neck injury. I overcame my neck injury. Like you're exactly like me. You're neck strong. Like, and come on, like with that tough neck of yours, like please give me a shot at that Swerve Strickland for the AEW champ. Like, I should be number contender. And he was like, and give me Swerve this Wednesday. I want him this coming Wednesday for the All Elite Wrestling World Championship. And I'm going to go to Forbidden Door, and I'll beat Will Ospreay as the AEW World Champion, and I'll get my revenge. And in this word that And then this is where then we got both Mike Bennett and Matt Taves are like, yeah, that's right. Go ahead and preach Strong. And then this is where we got Tony Khan's like, you know what? I think Strong is right. Like, and I think it sounds like a pretty sounds pretty good to me. Like, and Swerve's not going to do that much on AEW this Wednesday, so might as well do this match. Like, and even at the main event, this is where the Christopher Daniels agrees. This is where they agreed the booker match for this Wednesday will be Roderick, and it's been scheduled and announced that like not a couple hours, like an hour later, it's been announced that Roderick Strong on the poster will be Strong against Swerve for the AEW World Championship. And who's going to walk out on that week's Dynamite on how many days? Like the 5th, yeah, June 5th. Like, who's going to walk out of AEW Dynamite and June 5th is your AEW World Champion against Will Ospreay at the end of the month at AEW Forbidden Door? Let me know in the comments below. I did not know that Roddy Strong will get a shot at the AEW World Championship anytime soon. I would expect it to be somewhere in July, like anytime after AEW Forbidden Door, like perhaps like their annual Fighter Fest event, like they always have every July. I would expect it to be on that special event rather than being on what's it called on a right, rather than being on a random episode of AEW Dynamite, even though it's on the road to Forbidden Door, but still that's in the middle, like of a few weeks away from their next pay-per-view. But I'm gonna let you decide in the comments below. I was figured that Swerve would do another like an open challenge, but I'm not sure if it would have been Strong though. But it's gonna be very interesting. But for now, let's move on to the Workhorsemen taking on the team of Katsuyori Shibata and Daniel Garcia, which they start off with Katsuyori Shibata and Anthony Henry of the Workhorsemen. This is where then he brought him down in the snap representative. This is where he tagged in Daniel Garcia. This is where he went right to the bottom corner, then went right up on the upper corner where Anthony Henry was facing that. He gets booted right to the face by Garcia. This is where fans are like, Daniel, Garcia. This is where we got Garcia then gets it hit right into the midsection, right onto the corner turnbuckle. This is where he started getting hit with some strikes right to the face from JD Drake. It's where they hit a big stinging chop that sounds very intimidatingly dangerous. Which it definitely gets a number 2 spot from Velling General Gunta, even though that's a little bit right under Okada right now. But like I said before, and I'll say it again, like you don't have to be on a specific division right now that he's not currently the Intercontinental Champion. And also